It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Bears, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Now Hardy on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Brady. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. A gain of 4, not enough. It looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now, look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 17 carries, 97 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Here's Fields.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
Complete. Smith has it. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. To throw is Fields. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them. And now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You used to have the coaches tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Fields now to throw. Fighting through pressure. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Blankenship's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now Hardy on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, This is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From midfield, here's Brady.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Brady now on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
We can't have that.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Swift again.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Third and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the Bears first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. This complete to Lockett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now it's Fields. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Ian Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Heck of a start to his season.
touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going to throw right side here, complete. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Brady now to throw. That one caught by Ellison. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
That strategy there, Brandon, 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff. And just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Here comes the Bears punter now. As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Brady to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he stays up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. J.J. Watt breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opening, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
To dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Adams. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 33. 35 yards that time on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Play action. It's Fields. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Fields. And it's a quick slant to Lockett. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Back to throw, Fields. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet. A 12-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing on first down is Brady. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game and half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Now Brady again. Looking sideline, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Brady. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The kick by Bass is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Fields on 3rd down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Brady now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now a give right side Swift. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Brady going to throw. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Fields. Airing it out deep for Smith. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run with Harris. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Fields. It's complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Now a first down throw, Fields. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, Swift. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run with Swift. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. On second down now, Swift, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Brady now on 3rd and goal to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Derek Barnes. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Brady now on first down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Throwing now is Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, this is Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
2nd and 9. Here's Fields. Looking long for Thomas. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A huge play there for Chicago. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but There's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Now a first down carry for Harris. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
Well, they were really good on the last drive. On 2nd down, Ellison. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 41, Brady. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Brady to throw again. That one caught by Ellison. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 45 on second down, Brady. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141 and a half.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Brady to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Over the middle to Smith. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 37.
Party, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And he'll give it here to his running back. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. They run with Harris. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now here's another carry for Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline just took the lead. You got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 7. 20 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bears, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.